Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Sisters
Sisters
in
in
Suffering.
Suffering. I'm Nicole.
I'm Gabby.
I lost my voice for a second there. And we're yassified.
We we are yassified.
Yeah.
Riverside has this really I don't know if it's a filter that they put over it or what, but we were just talking about how every time both of us gets on Riverside, well, it's better for Nicole than it is for me. Do you want to explain?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like anytime we've recorded, my lip filler is lip fillering. My skin looks okay. I mean, lately it's been good. I think it might just be like so low quality that like I look blurred. But, but it's really just grainy. It's like
Yeah.
the oh my God, what is that like photo editing app that everybody Visco. Like everybody was on Visco and they would put like the high grain so that like everything looked blurred together. That's me on Riverside.
Yeah. Yeah, the low quality pixelation in the
Yeah.
while you're recording makes you look just glam. I don't know.
Were you not a Visco girly?
No.
I remember when I was in high school, that was when like Visco girl was like trending and it was like wearing like the oversized t-shirt with like
The
booty shorts,
scrunchie,
the
Hydro
scrunchies, the
Flask.
like Hydro Flask fake tan.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried so hard to be that person, but oversized t-shirts look really dumb on me. I have like a really long torso, so like they don't look oversized on me. It just kind of looked like I was wearing a regular t-shirt.
Yeah, you're also like 5 foot tall, so
Yeah.
I don't
I
know how
kind of
well
just
that
look like a
work.
baby. I'm 5 foot tall, but like all torso.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be an interesting episode. We've got a
Yeah.
lot of ground to cover. Um, if you could see my setup right now, my desk is insane. I've got a box of almond cookies on my
Hmm.
left. I've got my coffee, my water bottle. I just got the cards. On the right is the special hat that we made for the later segment of this
Yeah.
episode. It's just, there's a lot happening all at once. It's kind of stressing me
I'm
out, but
I feel you. I like didn't I really desperately need to clean, but I've been putting it off. So like I'm just sitting amidst the mess of like my packages.
um,
Girly things, yeah.
okay. Are you ready for the question?
Always.
Okay. Wait, this is the question from last episode. Hold on.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. Let's revisit.
Okay, if you could let go of something right now, no matter how big or small, what would it be?
This is so deep. Where would I be if I didn't have my weird airport anxiety that I'm going to throw up and that I need a plastic bag all the time? Like, where would I be if I wasn't terribly afraid of consuming cleaning products by accident? Right?
Yeah, it's
That
what
I
makes you
wouldn't be me.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So my answer is I'm not giving up anything.
I think that's
I'm gonna keep
beautiful.
it all the trauma, holding it close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you should. That's what makes us human, right?
Yeah.
If I could let something go, uh, heartbreak.
Oh,
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
yeah.
So, let's start off with the hot hot topic at the moment,
Oh.
hot commodity, like, what's the word? Breaking news. Luigi
Breaking Dawn.
Mangione. Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Luigi Mangione. Mangione.
Hmm.
The way that people have been thirsting, lusting after him. I've seen fan cams, I've seen edits, I've seen photo compilations, I've seen um, things that probably should not have been put out on the internet from girlies who want him so badly.
Yeah.
And I just have to say, The internet is forever, by the way. So just like maybe
Yeah.
cool it with some of the things that you guys are saying.
Wait, but do we like the AI videos that I've been sending you of him turning into Elphaba from Wicked?
Just the
Because
memes
I
in
like those.
general. Yeah, the
Yeah.
memes are hilarious.
Yeah.
But I
And I
just,
feel like he would appreciate that. Like he would be like, that's good.
yeah, no, he's a man of the people. Um,
Yeah.
but
The
I,
thirst trap. I haven't really seen thirst traps. I've seen some edits actually, but like, are they like going crazy?
well, yeah, count your lucky stars because I've been on threads and just like every other thing that I see is something about Luigi. Maybe we should chill out with the like the thirst. I mean, people are reading and writing fan fiction about this
There
guy.
is. Is there
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
that's kind of amazing.
I'm just like, okay, it's been like what, a week? And we've already started writing fan fiction. Can we just stop?
So, okay, no, but I do kind of love the idea that like people are writing fan fiction about him. Because like, how are we launching someone to like superstardom? And
Well,
also, do countries outside of the US, like, are they also seeing this on the news and being like,
other country like it's none of their business. This is purely a family affair.
this is a
Like,
family affair?
yeah, all these countries outside of the US, you don't have any kind of input or say. Let us be messy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. On the note of threads, though, just doing a little bit of a pivot,
Yeah.
I have seen now, if any of you are unfamiliar with threads or like how it looks and how it works, it's basically like Twitter. It's like a mix of Twitter and Tumblr, I'd say. I've seen some threads where people will like make their main points but then have like a 1 out of 9. It's kind of like
Ew.
on TikTok when there'll be like one TikTok, but then like multiple parts to it.
People did this on Twitter too, right? Like they like where they were telling a story and they'd be like 1 out of like 15 and it would just be like paragraph.
I think
Is that what you're
so.
talking about? Okay.
Yeah. It's essentially the same thing, but I'm just like, if your point has 10 other points,
Yeah.
I'm not reading that. Unless
Yeah.
it's very compelling, but usually it's just something completely random.
Are you not like a fan of like Reddit then? Because like that's essentially what Reddit is. It's just like long form posts of like people being like, I was a total asshole to my wife. Why did she divorce me? You know?
Yeah, no, I like Reddit, but Reddit, I
Okay.
know what I'm getting myself into. Like
Yes.
when I go on Reddit, I know that I'm gonna get hit with like block text, and that's fine.
Yes.
But when I'm
No grammar, no punctuation.
nothing, no
We
structure.
are we are trying to figure this out. It is like a puzzle. Yeah.
Yes. But when I'm going on threads, I want to see like 1 to 2 sentence posts of something completely random, like today I ate corn. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And instead I'm getting like a fucking encyclopedia. And I'm just not gonna do that, personally.
Yeah. Are like, is there a theme or is it just people like telling a story like about something that happened?
It'll either be people telling a story or like, I get a lot of my algorithm gives me a lot of like um once you start healing from trauma, these are the things that like change in your life,
Yeah.
that type of
Yeah.
thing. And yeah, so it's kind of like a mixed bag there, but it probably depends on what your algorithm is like. I'm trying
Interesting.
to readjust it so that I get less Luigi Mangione and less alien content
Well,
because
you
that's
talking
been
about it right now is gonna make it so much
I
worse.
know, and I'm gonna have to start like weeding all of it out because I'm sick of seeing this shit about the drones in New Jersey and New York and like all of this. I didn't ask for this. I asked for just memes,
I'm
random,
so,
random
yeah.
content.
See, that's what I get for the most part. And I'm so thankful for like my corner of the internet because it's like a really just strange but safe place. Sometimes. Sometimes it gets weird. And I'm
Yeah,
like, Instagram, why? Um,
yeah.
Sort of similar to what you said. For like the but for Instagram, what pisses me off is when like people like will post a video and it'll have like the intro, like the hook of their story that they're like trying to tell, and it's really interesting, and I'm like, I want to hear more. And I'm thinking that like the video is going to be like where they tell the story and that they're just going to keep having like the text pop up, but instead they're like go to the caption for the rest of the story, and then you bring the caption up and you can't even read it because like the lettering is over the lettering of the video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not I'm not trying to figure out this. And now I'm
Yeah.
just mad. Yeah,
Yeah, the way that we're not going to do that.
I don't have time. My attention span is ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really side note, very quickly, just want to bring it up. I did get recommended a video like that, and the hook of the video was like, go to the caption if you want to read how you can psychologically manipulate your boyfriend into thinking you're the one.
You
And I
know,
was like, "Ooh, let's read it."
that is such an interesting phenomenon too. Like I've seen content like that,
Yeah.
or like manifestation type of content also on threads
Yeah.
as well. And I'm just like, this
This
is,
seems bad.
yeah, this is very interesting. I don't
I
know if
did
I
read
want
it
to be a
though.
part of this.
I did. I was like, yes, how do I cast a spell? No, but it was pretty boring. It was like men want to feel like the hero, and I'm like, nah, I'm
Do
bored.
they? Yeah. Yeah,
But
anything
also,
anything that
yeah.
is related to like how to manipulate people, or like I've seen on
Yeah.
YouTube the sort of, I don't even know how to describe it, almost like hypnosis type of videos where it'll either be a playlist that you listen to become a femme fatale, or
Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
fucking hate those. I hate the ones where it's like some like 16-year-old girl and she's like how to be like a corporate boss bitch. And like dude, the corporate boss bitches are struggling.
Yeah.
Like we're
Or the ones that are like, um figure out your feminine archetype. Are you the siren, the goddess, the whatever? I'm just like, this is yeah, we're just trying to get by.
yeah.
It's just as simple as that. But
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fun to watch. I think that we should get into the meat and potatoes of it all because we have a very special segment today. And
Wait,
we
are we skipping my hat haul?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, fuck what Nicole had to say. Let's just move on.
No, it's okay. I'm only gonna show two because they're the cutest ones. So
Okay.
I really was sitting here being like, I'm cranking out hats. I'm making a hat every single day. I've made like three. So I'll show you the best of
Yeah.
the two.
Um,
Okay.
for those who are listening, sorry. You're just gonna have to use your imagination.
Should we describe them? Let's describe them in detail. Okay, so number one, we have this.
Hmm.
Okay, it's the fold is a little weird. So she's not a beanie. It's a little bit shorter than a beanie. It's
I'd say
got a
it's kind
really,
of like a beanie.
is it? I mean, it's not like a saggy beanie, like when you wear it, like it's like a sailor. No, a sailor cap is like really short and like
Fisherman's hat?
cropped. Fisherman's hat. Have you ever seen like one of those like fisherman's caps where it's a hat but like it's like a knitted hat but it's really short?
Yeah.
I love those. But I don't know how to make one. So yeah. And then the color is like a blue, but it's mixed with like a lot of it's like there's purple in there, there's green, there's white, so it kind of looks like vomit, but like in a really chic, cute
Okay.
way.
Okay. See, Nicole, like, I don't know why you're taking it there because it literally doesn't look like vomit. It literally looks like um if you were to be kayaking on an icy lake and you look down
Oh,
into the water. It's like icy blue water. She's saying it looks like vomit. I
oh,
can't with her.
you're so sweet. Okay, so then we like the color. It's a cute color. I have brown hair, brown eyes, so like it kind of makes them pop. Okay, and then that's that one. It's a very interesting pattern. It's like a really ribbed one. And then my favorite, my queen. All right.
That's
So
really
this one
cute.
looks really short. But it's a little bit of a different pattern. It's like a tighter like rib, but it like stretches a little. And then I bought a fur pom-pom off of Amazon and installed it. So this is I
That's
don't want
so
to get my
cute.
makeup on it.
For those who are listening, it's like a cream colored
Hmm.
beanie with the fur pom-pom on top. Very cute.
Yeah. All
Wow,
right,
good
that's the only
job.
two I'm going to show. Thank you.
Good job. I selfishly would like a hat. So,
I'm gonna make you one eventually. Like, I promised so many hats for Christmas to family members, and now I'm like, I'm stressed. I'm overstimulated. I'm overwhelmed.
I'm gonna be part of the hat mob. If
Yeah,
you don't give me your hat, we're gonna have
come
a
after.
problem.
Send Luigi.
Yes.
Oh God,
Okay. I chose the wrong time to have a bite of cookie. Sorry. Okay, so
this is gonna
hat
take a moment.
reveal.
I'm obsessed with this little
No,
thing on my
it's
head.
so cute. Mine is insane.
I don't know what's happening. Like yours looks like a witch hat, but like
Yeah.
a babushka hat.
Well, I was going for a like I had a vision of me being in the countryside with a floppy
Yeah.
hat and the little strings tying it together,
Mm.
but the
Yeah.
outcome wasn't that.
We went
Anyway,
somewhere.
for some
Yeah.
context, we're going to be talking about some conspiracy theories. And of course, you
Yeah.
can't talk about a conspiracy theory without putting on your tinfoil hat. So,
Why? I don't understand the rationale here.
I meant to look it up and then I forgot. So let me look it up. A tinfoil hat is a, well, we know what a tinfoil hat is, but often worn in the belief or hope that it shields the brain from threats such as electromagnetic fields, mind control, and mind reading.
I feel less infiltrated right now. I think it might be the feather. I'm so obsessed with this little
No,
feather.
it's so cute. It's so cute. I love that hat. I really love that hat.
This needs to like go into like an archive
Oh
of
yeah,
the
put that in the
shit that
MoMA.
we've done.
Hmm. Okay, so I'm glad to learn that about tinfoil hats. That makes me
Yeah,
feel more protected.
I feel safe.
Yeah, I feel shielded from psychic attacks.
Yeah. I feel shielded from the psychological attacks that I've been planning on my boyfriend
The manipulation you've been scheming.
per Instagram.
Okay, so I'll kick us off because it kind of
Yeah.
relates to what I mentioned earlier, where I've been seeing a lot of like the drone UFO contents in New
Yeah.
York and New Jersey. And so let's talk about aliens. My hat's falling. Um,
It's
there's two alien related theories that I wrote down. The first being that there's a theory that aliens live in the ocean, which I kind of believe that.
I would too. The ocean's unexplored.
It's
Yeah.
unexplored. I think we've only touched like 2% of the ocean.
Yeah.
Seeing some of the creatures that come out of the ocean.
Well, like seriously, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But okay, wait, are they aliens or are they just weird creatures because they live in like deep pressure ocean?
Well, I think they're deep pressure creatures, but then there's also I've seen pictures of like geothermal imaging that's been
Yeah.
done in certain parts of the ocean. I think
Yeah.
near Hawaii or something, where it kind of looks like something strange is there. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
explaining this very well, but essentially it kind of looks like, and people have seen like some kind of like crafts coming out.
What?
Yeah. And it could be military, it could be aliens. I don't really know.
Yeah, there's also that because I feel like what people don't realize is like even the US military, I've like read about like people being like my husband works on a fucking submarine and he's just like at the bottom of the ocean for like 3 months.
That's terrifying.
So like I feel like we don't really know like what's going on with that because I'm like if the US like everybody's doing it, you know.
Yeah.
We're all just not like maybe the ocean is more explored than we think.
Maybe it is. And also, I'm like, why would aliens want to hang out here?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Also, why would they choose the bottom of the ocean?
Well, maybe they have some kind of technology that allows them to exist there, where humans could
When
never.
yeah. When I was in elementary school, I wrote an essay for school about like creatures, animals that live at the bottom of the ocean. And so like I had to do like the research about them and they're fucking terrifying. Specifically, I wrote a lot about these like crabs that live down there because there's like these ginormous ones, but then there's also these like weird fuck, what are they called? They literally like they what is that like snow monster that everybody believes in?
Uh, Yeti?
Yeah, they're like Yeti crabs at the bottom of the ocean and they like sit over like the thermal ducts that like release hot air at the bottom of the ocean and they like sit there and they have like this weird like stuff growing off of them and then like the thermal stuff shoots up and keeps them warm and then it grows bacteria that they eat. Flying. I'm gonna show you a picture. It's
We'll
called a Yeti crab. Okay,
we'll
look.
insert it into the video too. That's kind of beautiful.
Isn't it?
I
Look at
was
that guy.
expecting something very different looking. Wow, that's gorgeous.
And then there's giant, like I think they're called spider crabs. I'm pretty sure they
Wow.
also live on the bottom of the ocean. And they're like literally 8 feet long. I'm lying. I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist, but they're really big.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All
Do you
right.
like how I
Well,
remember this from the fourth grade?
we went from aliens in the ocean to crabs. I don't doubt that there is some unusual activity and things that are happening in the ocean that we will never really know about. So I'd,
Yeah.
I'd give this theory a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
Well, what's your rating?
Oh. I'm gonna go like 6 out of 10 because I'm like, you know what? It's unexplored. We don't really know what's happening down there. Maybe they have like cool technology, but also they might just be crabs. So, gonna go a little less than you. 6 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, also on the note of aliens, Area 51 and Roswell being a hotspot for alien activity.
The raid that happened on Area 51 in like what was it, like 2018 or something? Or was that
Yes.
2019?
I think that was
What?
2020.
That's like all I know about Area 51 is that supposedly there was like alien test whatever the heck going on over there and then people went and nothing happened. So,
Well, there was a crash landing in the 50s of some kind of UFO. Um, and then the government like really put it on lockdown, cleared out that area. But I mean, look, I'm taking everyone else's word for it because I don't live in Nevada. I don't live near Area 51, so I can't really
yeah.
speak to if there's any kind of suspicious or weird activity. I think given that I think Area 51's a military base too. Um, it's very possible, but also because it's a military base, it could just be the military doing some weird shit. And, you know, because we don't know about it or we don't know what they're doing or anything, um,
Yeah.
it can seem like aliens. Because again, I think
Yeah.
like the thing that I always come back to is that why the fuck would aliens want to be here?
Yeah. No, I know. Maybe they like the memes.
Maybe. I don't think enough to warrant coming to Earth for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I also feel like I don't know.
Well, okay, do you believe in aliens?
I think that the universe is like so big that it's really self-centered to think that there isn't other life out there, that like we're the only ones. You know what I mean? Like I'm like that's come on, we're not that special, you know?
or that smart.
Yeah. But I don't really know that like I would believe that like we've maybe like Earth is so young that like we haven't gotten to the point of developing like the technology and like maybe there's like an older planet somewhere out there that like has, but I just don't really know that there's like aliens flying around and like coming places in outer space. Like I don't think it's like the sci-fi version of like what we think it is. And also even if it was like alien life, like maybe it's like on another planet really far away, but it's just like bacteria, you know?
What do you mean?
Like that's still a living thing,
Mm,
that's still life on another planet, but it's just like at like a different stage.
yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I believe in aliens. I think, to your point, I think it's ridiculous to think that we're the only living being out there. And honestly, I feel
Yeah.
like we're intelligent, but we're very low on the totem pole compared to what else could be out there. Um,
Yeah.
and I've listened to a lot of conspiracy theories and podcasts and like alien type of thing. I find this subject so fascinating and interesting to think about. But
Yeah.
apparently there's like a theory that there's different types of aliens too. So you've got like your classic gray aliens that we're most familiar with, but then apparently there are like aliens that look like praying mantises, which I love the thought of that because I think praying mantises are so cool. And seeing a giant one,
Yeah. I had a pet praying mantis when I was a kid. And it would make me really happy to think that she like drifted
she's
off to an
living
alternate
on.
universe. Yeah,
Yeah.
like her soul left and went to like a universe where she's just like a giant praying mantis. That'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, there's like the lizard people, aliens. There's just like a lot.
Here's my take. One, I'm okay with the government lying to me about this stuff. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. They could keep it to themselves. Somebody else can take care of that. Two, I just like if I find it strange that like the idea that an alien would look like something similar to like on Earth, like that an alien would look like like that like I don't think it would look like anything that we could come up with, right? I don't think it would look similar to like something that's on Earth.
That's a good point. I don't know.
Because
I
I don't think that like other planets, like even if there's other planets that are like able to sustain life, I think that like the environment on those planets would create like vastly different forms of life than anything we've seen.
That's true, but if we're going off of the idea that there's probably like a billion universes, what's to say that there
There isn't one
aren't,
exactly like us.
yeah, or like there aren't planets or dimensions or whatever where these types of creatures exist. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe to us they look like a praying mantis or a lizard.
But to them,
But
it's just Ted.
yeah, or it's like something completely different, but in because we can't perceive that type of I don't know. You know how there's like colors that humans can't see or sounds that we can't hear? I think maybe there's something
Yeah.
similar to that where it's like to us it'll show up as this form, but in reality it's not a lizard. It's something else, but we can't compute that. Does that make sense?
This is like a researched like thing where it's like if you see like you've never seen something before, your brain doesn't know how to like interpret it, so it's just like it erases it.
Yeah.
So that like makes me weirded out because then I'm like, is there stuff that like we don't like maybe there's aliens everywhere, but we just don't see them.
Well, that's exactly what I was gonna say next.
Oh, I'm so smart. I should start conspiracy theory. I'm coming up with these on my own. I've never researched any of these.
Off the dome. You're getting the downloads.
Yeah.
You're getting the universal downloads. See, the hat blocked out all of the
It's
psychic attacks and the
it's
electromagnetic
working.
like buffering.
It's
You're getting
working.
all of the downloads. The next one, this is one that you mentioned, something about parasites that people
This
have.
isn't a yeah, I can talk about this briefly. It's not so much of a conspiracy theory, but like I'm conspiracizing about it. Um it's something that I've observed that is happening at high rates. And what I would compare it to is like the anti-vax like movement and like people being like against vaccinations and being like it's poison, whatever. Um, and it's like these like holistic people that are like on the internet and they're just like every problem that you have is parasites. Like you have acne, you probably have parasites. Like they're just like convinced that we're all like full of parasites from like the food that we eat. Like if you feel anything, it's because there's a parasite in you and you have to do a cleanse immediately and like eat a papaya and all of like the seeds. And I feel like it's conspiracy related because I don't really know if like holistic medicine and like holistic healthcare would fall into like a conspiracy category, but I think it's like a conspiracy adjacent in the sense that like there's a lot of people that kind of go down these like weird wormholes of like modern medicine doesn't work, but also I'm like not so sure that being like, oh, you have six parasites is all like a solution either, you know? Like there needs to be a happy medium here.
Yeah. Well, I think that's an interesting point that you bring up because mm, I think this can go in many different directions. I think one aspect of it is that you do have a lot of people who don't have faith in the medical system for good reason.
Yeah,
Um, and then maybe in a sort of attempt to try and find alternative ways of healing or easing pain or whatever it is, people can turn to holistic medicine, which I think holistic medicine is a legitimate, like, actual thing. It's something that we've
I do
practiced
too.
for thousands of years in the past. I think, like, holistic medicine in and of itself isn't nefarious. It gets nefarious when
Hmm.
people kind of like take it and twist it and make it into something that's like a perversion of
Right.
what it was, right? Because
Right.
like
Like,
you drinking tea or eating certain herbs is a good thing, you know. A lot of these types of holistic treatments can be used as a supplement to regular medicine just to help
right.
you feel better.
Hmm.
Depending on what it is, obviously. Like if you've got some
Yeah.
kind of like serious thing, I don't think that, you know, holistic medicine is going to do it for you.
Yeah.
I think we do need to have some sort of faith in modern medicine.
Yeah.
um,
And also I've gone to like multiple holistic doctors and gone on like full blown like vitamin regimens that they put me on. And like I love it. Like I'm like I agree that like there is like a really healthy and like a way that it's studied and practiced that is like beneficial. It's just like weird when like the random like granola moms on Instagram take it and like twist it into like
you have
this like
parasites.
right, like they're like literally showing that they bought like salmon from the store and like salmon has like fibers in it that are like white and they're like these are parasites and I'm like that's just part of the salmon.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, you know, like they're just kind of like they're going crazy and they're like they're parasites.
yeah. And I think we've seen a lot of this sort of rise of encouragement of uneducation and
Yeah.
distrust in medicine just as a whole, which again, like this has so many different branches. I had another point that I was going to say, but I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say?
The hat's not working.
I'm getting psychic attacks. My
They
hat is
stole your
fighting against it.
thoughts.
um, yeah, because there is, Eastern and Western medicine, and I think that kind of maybe can fall into the branch of holistic medicine and holistic healing, where um, a lot of Eastern medicinal practices are very different from what we're used to in the West. So
Hmm.
there is some, like, that's an actual thing.
Yeah.
But again, like to your point and overall, I think people who may be fearful may have read a little too much um, conspiracy content.
Hmm. They
uh,
watch this video.
they, they watch this video and they're like, Parasites in the food. Yep.
There's parasites everywhere.
And it, you get to the point where you think that everything you're consuming parasites all the time.
Which is so, like, yeah, I don't know. I find it so strange because I'm like, if you're not eating, raw meat and you're not like swimming through a tropical environment where like you might consume water that has like parasites in it. You didn't jump into like still water and got like a brain-eating amoeba. Like I think you're fine, I don't think you got parasites from your Costco salmon that you
Yeah.
cooked.
Also, if you consumed parasites, you'd notice. You'd notice. Well, let's move forward because there's a few other points and we're close on
Yes.
time. Okay, so the Titanic conspiracy theory. Have you heard of this one?
No.
There's a theory that the Titanic that sunk wasn't actually the Titanic, but it was a replica ship that was built knowingly faulty so that the person who, um, I think the person who built the Titanic would be able to get the insurance money from that.
So then where's the real Titanic?
I needed to do more research on this one. I just kind of wrote these down on the fly and I couldn't give you any more information past that.
No, that's fine.
But I think that's interesting to think about. I don't put it past rich people to put others in danger for the sake of making money.
True.
However, I don't, I question the validity of that heavily because that maybe could be possible today, like the
Yeah.
technology and the infrastructure that we have to build um, grand things like that at like quickly and at scale.
Right.
I have to wonder how fucking long would that have taken to make two basically replica ships? And they're like the theory kind of gets expanded on when you see pictures and comparison photos side by side of like the original Titanic versus the supposed replica Titanic and how the replica has more windows than the original Titanic and like doing
That's
those
so
types of
strange.
comparisons. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe this one.
Yeah, because where is the original then? If the original was fine, like why are you gonna just you can't like use it anymore. You have to like hide it. And it's a
Yeah.
giant fucking like it just kind of there's too many
I may be
mm,
reporting on this wrong. Maybe there was the intention to build the original, but then they built it faulty. I don't know.
yeah,
Wow.
that would make
Me
sense. Like if they built it like to purposefully sink for like an insurance check, I'd yeah.
me reporting on a conspiracy theory without doing my research. Oh boy. But yeah,
It's okay.
I
That's
I I give this theory a 3 out of 10.
yeah, I'm going to. I'm like, meh.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, the Avril Lavigne clone.
That's like really all I because her appearance changed between 2003 and 2004. That's dumb. Oh my God. Your hat agreed. Your hat was like, that's fucking stupid.
I'm getting the electromagnetic radiation quick.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't buy that. Like, I'm just like, people change an appearance all the time. That's like, I'm not, I'm not gonna go into any more detail than that. I think this one is kind of dumb. But I do, okay, wait, I'm curious about the last one that you put on. Also, the Avril Lavigne one, I'm giving it a 1 out of 10. I don't believe
Whoa,
it.
hold on. Do I not get a say?
Yeah, you say. You give your thoughts. I'm like ready to move on though. I after I Googled that, I was like, are you kidding me? The evidence is that she changed an appearance in 1 year. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, okay, first of all, it could be plastic surgery. It
It could
could
be medication.
could be
Like,
medication, it could be puberty, because Avril Lavigne was like 15 when she
yeah,
first started too. Like, hello.
yeah,
Um, there's similar theories about like Britney Spears as well, how she has a
right.
clone.
And it's just like, shocking, women age.
Women age, and also,
Breaking news.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't doubt that there are instances where there have been body doubles for
Yeah,
people. Um, but I think, especially when it comes to celebrities, plastic surgery is very common. And so, I'm gonna give this one like a 3 out of 10 on the basis that there is possibility for like a body double or something
at
like
some
that.
point.
But I
Yeah.
don't believe that like, I mean, maybe there are clones of people, but I don't know.
If you could clone like people, would you?
Hell
Like let's
no.
say I read this like thing and it was like a what if and it was like your partner like passed away, but they left some DNA for a clone and then you made the clone. Like is that ethical?
I think ethics are probably going to, like in this particular case, ethics are going to be subjective because have you ever seen that Black Mirror episode where
I
it,
never watched Black Mirror.
oh, well, there was this episode where similar vein where this lady's husband passed away, I think, and then
Mm-hmm.
she was able to order essentially like a clone of him
Mm-hmm.
to keep him alive like that. I personally think that like I would not do that. And I think that there's just some things that we need to leave alone.
Yeah,
You know? Like
I agree.
I don't know. I'm more like I guess you could say spiritual.
Yeah,
And I just don't think that, like if I die, I die. Like don't bring me
yeah,
back, don't clone me, don't do any of that shit. Just turn me into
yeah.
a tree, let it be, you know?
I think it's that idea of like it's mortality, but it's also like the scarcity theory of like you're only here for so long. That's what makes you so valuable, right?
Okay. What was the other one that I have here? Taylor Swift is in cahoots with the NFL.
I'm not familiar. Like I first of all know nothing about football, and second of all, don't follow Taylor Swift news.
I guess this one's more for me and the Swifties, but there's
Yeah.
a theory that Taylor Swift got paid off by the NFL to date Travis Kelce so
Oh,
that
that's
the NFL can get more viewership, which I don't think that I don't believe that.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why the NFL would want younger teenage girls
Girls.
watching football, like for what?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe to get more of a female demographic because a majority
Well,
of our
they
fan
know,
base is.
and then they know the girlies love to shop, so
Yeah, well, that's kind of like part of the theory is that the NFL had gained like $330 million because of this whole ordeal. Um,
mm,
I don't know. I mean, like maybe I think that's more of a byproduct of them dating versus like this, like the reason
yeah.
why. You know what I mean? I think they like each
Yeah.
other, and
I
then
also think she has enough money. Like, I don't know that she would need to like sign into like an NFL contract to
right,
like
right,
support herself.
yeah. So I give that one maybe like a 1.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd do like
Well, I'll
two.
I'll give it a 2 as well because
Yeah.
like there are PR relationships,
Yeah.
but this one's kind of far-fetched. The moon landing was faked.
So I think it was real.
I think it's real.
Yeah, because if it was like staged, like it would look really shitty.
Well, it kind of does.
I know, but it doesn't look shitty in the sense that like it was made in like a Hollywood studio. It just looks shitty. It just looks bad and like bad quality.
Well, I think that is the theory that it was created in a Hollywood studio, and I think the reasoning is because they weren't able to actually get to the moon, like they had to fake it so that it seems like we were ahead of the Soviets. I
So do the
think
Soviets also think it was faked?
I don't know. The thing that I question is how the fuck did we have live streaming in outer space back in the 60s?
Wait, it was live?
Yeah, it was live
Oh, that's
streamed,
weird. That's really
allegedly.
weird.
I just think like I don't know if we were technologically advanced enough for that. So
I
maybe
don't.
it was something where it was filmed in a studio.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think it's plausible, interesting to think about, especially given the political context at the time and how we were really like neck and neck with the Soviets.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give this one, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd go 4. 4 out of 10.
Yeah. I think
I have faith.
we're definitely we've been on the moon. We've been out there now. At the time though,
I have faith in NASA.
I don't.
Oh.
I think like the live streaming aspect of it is what kind of fumbles me. So maybe I'll give it actually like a 4.5 out of 10. Well, I think that is everything that we had. What an interesting ride.
Yeah, truly.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
I don't know. You know what? My only addition that I probably should have put in with like the Titanic segment is that I fully believed that Jack and Rose was like a real story. It was a true story. My whole life I was like, that happened. Like that was a historical event. So that's my only conspiracy theory.
I have a offshoot theory from that.
Uh-huh.
My theory is that Leonardo DiCaprio fell in love with Kate Winslet and she didn't
Mm.
reciprocate the feelings, and so he's been pining after that his whole life. And they keep saying that they're friends, but I don't know. My theory
Yeah,
is that
I
he was always been in love with her.
I do like them together. And they've done a lot of movies. Well, 2 that I know of
Yeah,
where they're like a couple.
but Leonardo DiCaprio is weird.
He's a strange man.
Yeah.
You're too
Anyway,
old for him now.
yeah. Well, you're getting up there too.
Shit.
All right. Well, on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this episode.
It's truly
Truly a
amazing.
what do you call it? A
A
mishmash.
journey. A mishmash, a journey. A
Yeah.
muddle. Bringing back that word from last one.
Yeah.
A muddle.
A mix of everything.
Yeah.
So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, if you're watching an episode. And we will see you in the next one.
Toodaloo.
Bye.